leave the place at all. So if anybody tells you that they know the votes, they must be a magician to be able to determine what is in the box without actually counting it. But I can assure you that the votes from the special voting exercise, which takes place on Monday, the 2nd of December, will not be counted until Saturday, the 7th of December. Even then, they will be picked up and they will be sent to the constituency collation centers, and they would be counted there. Again, there was an issue about the figures that were altered during that changed during the 2020 election. I think that if you would take a look at it, you would realize that the percentages of the candidates didn't change. Yes, I think there was a mix-up between the total valid votes cast and the total votes cast. There was a swap. But however, the percentages did not change. This year, we would like to assure you that we've put in place robust mechanisms to ensure that at every point in time there's verification. And that's why you see it, verification, 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 along the electoral process. And yet you find the whole essence of having those processes is to catch anything that is any anomaly. And so we intend to put that in place as well during the collation, and just to catch any anomaly and to make sure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed. And of course, we've put in place a robust mechanism to ensure that the votes come in a timely manner. But we do know that we have certain communities that are in some islands and so on. Of course, we've put in place arrangements to ensure that they are able to bring their votes in a timely manner, and we do hope that we should get the votes. I'm not sure about the piecemeal approach that you are talking about, but it's important that at every step of the way you brief or provide regular updates to the citizenry so that you don't keep them in suspense. But we like to assure you that we've done everything in our power to ensure that there's verification along the way, and the processes there would ensure that we do not change any votes once the announcements are made. Any of the results once the announcements are made. Is that all? Oh, the expectations.
I also asked about this. The results.
Well, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Let's wait patiently, and let's ensure that all the processes, because you are concerned that we shouldn't change it. So let's take our time. Let's take our time and ensure that all the I's are dotted and every T is crossed before the results are declared.
Please, my question is not. I asked about whether the printing for the shortfalls in any way affects the special exercise.
No, but I answered that.
And the fact that since the media's accreditation is not yet in, how do you monitor the process of accreditation?
I'm surprised that the media's accreditation is not yet in, because for every single media house, and I'll be addressing that later, and maybe that's why, but it's important to note that we worked extensively with the Ghana Journalists Association. Can we have some silence here, please? We worked extensively with the Ghana Journalists Association and GIBA, the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association, to develop the list for accreditation. And the media houses were supposed to provide photographs, and I must say that to date we received some 6,845, I'm not sure, but a little over 6,800 photographs, and we have provided accreditation for some 6,000. Tomorrow the Ghana Journalists Association will pick up the rest, and I believe they will start the distribution. But it's important to emphasize that the Commission has not restricted media houses to any of our centers, and we'll come to that. And of all the 40,000, plus polling stations, if the media presented 1 million names, we are prepared to do accreditation for 1 million people to ensure that your lenses are in every corner of our center, starting from the polling stations. But let me inform you that we have provided out of the 6,845, I'm not sure, about 6,800 photographs and requests for accreditation submitted to the Commission by the Ghana Journalists Association and GIBA. We have today provided them with 6,000 accreditations. And so we entreat you to go back to your respective media houses. I believe that the GJA would ensure that these reach you before Monday. I think the remaining bit, which is some 845 or so, will be made ready, will be readily available tomorrow. We are in constant communication with the leadership of the GJA, led by Mr. Albert Jumfor and and the GIBA, led by Mr. Cecil Sumpa-Mills. And I believe that the remaining accreditation will be made available tomorrow to enable you go into the special voting centers. Thank you. Does that answer your question?
How do you rate your preparedness?
I think we are prepared. I'm not going to go with your ranking, but the Commission is poised. I think I did say that at the start, that we are poised and ready to conduct transparent, fair, credible, and peaceful elections come the 7th of December, and of course, starting from the special voting arrangements that takes place on the Monday, the 2nd of December. Thank you.
We'll come again. This is part 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, who say that I haven't?
That's confirmation.
We are going to do the one on accreditation.
I think 2 more, because we have another press release conference coming up. Pardon? Cecilia.
My name is Samuel. I want to know if there has been a discussion between these the Energy Commission.
ECG.
Sorry, ECG. In case of light out, if there's any discussion or any arrangement for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Noble. I work with TV3. And I'd like to find this out. So, coming on the back of the serialization challenges over the past couple of days, the lawyers that want to voter reading. This afternoon, we were told it's not only limited to the voter reading and other areas affected as well. My question is, does it not, what does it say about the competences of the printing houses that were selected to print the papers, and what went into the gap choosing? Because these are things that would have been avoided.
To you.
My name is Vanessa. I was writing even accreditation for purposes of clarification. My media house had an accreditation where you can scan to compare the accreditations from the Electoral Commission. We had that. Is it different from getting an accreditation to a coalition center? It's different.
I will come to that.
Okay,
we have a little discussion on that. We'll come to that shortly.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so I think, as I said to you, young man from TV3, I said to you, these could have been avoided. But I believe that if in any human endeavor where you are printing 18 million plus, ballot papers, if we say that world over you will not have minor issues with serialization, then it's up to us, because you are bound to have these things. Even in advanced democracies, you are bound, you see that some of these issues occur. Advanced democracies such as the US, you find that some of these issues occur. So it's not limited to, to Ghana alone. I must say that the printing houses that print for us have done so since 1992. They have the competence, they have what it takes, and even proud to, and it's not just to say because they have been in the system since 1992, you should allow them to print. But prior to their starting the printing, we had a delegation, a team, from the commission visit all printing houses to ensure that their readiness, to ensure that they had the equipment, they had the personnel, and they had security arrangements to ensure the security of the ballots and so on. So this is the method, this is what went into choosing the printing houses. It's important to note that the commission advertised for the printing in the newspapers as well. And these printing houses, which had printed for us since 1992, were applied, and following their selection, those visits were done to determine, their, their suitability. And so if we have one or two issues with serialization occurring, we do not think that that undermines the integrity of the printing house. Yes, in some cases you expect better from them, and it's with the issue with the the destruction of the printing house, you may expect better from them. But as to say that out of 18 million votes, everything should be 100%, I mean, I would wish so. I would wish so, but if there's anywhere that can happen, please tell us, and we will be sure to go there for the next printing arrangements. Thank you. With the power, yes, we've written to the ECG, the electricity, the boss of the ECG, and this was done when we, especially when we started preparing our BVDs, and what we did was to provide them a list of all our polling stations across the country, the constituency collation centers, and they've given us the assurance that we would have electricity, for the before, during, and after the election. And so it's good that you've raised this up. It's something that we'll raise again with them, but there's a formal letter that was written to them to request that they keep the lights on for us until every vote is counted and until the elections are declared. I don't know whether that is...
The police reported that my name is Godfrey G.C. The police earlier reported that they've resolved a broken electoral material box in California. This issue has not been addressed today. What's the assurance that there will be anything like that in any of the policies?
It's not been addressed because it's not an issue. You pick up ballots from Accra, and these ballots, as I say, are, they are monitored. It's put in a truck where you have the security agencies and you have the political parties accompanying the ballots to the armory. If in the process of loading, and I'm sure you saw some of the pictures where you put the ballots on the floor, and mind you, they are not gently placed. You take them out of the car, boom, you are throwing them out. And a seal, maybe it's a defective seal, and it's one seal. Mind you, there are many seals on the ballot. You have the parties put their seals on it, the EC puts their seals on it. So even when one seal breaks, all the other seals are intact. But this is done, you take them out in the presence of the agents and so on, and there's one seal broken, but all other seals are intact, and the ballot box is intact. And I believe that you've seen the report from the Ghana police saying that, they looked at it, yes, the ballots were intact, and therefore it is not an issue. Why are we expecting perfection? There's no such thing, that when one seal breaks in the course of it, the whole world should come to an end. I mean, yes, it's important to ensure that the ballots, there's integrity. You know, but ordinarily these are not issues that should even come to the fore. Because you go in there, you inspect. Yes, if you see the seals have been tampered with and the ballots have been destroyed, there is cause for alarm. But you have the statistics of what you took with you as you accompanied them. So you should be able to know readily that, oh, this one, they've torn the packaging. You know, but where in the course of it, but because many seals may be broken, but I don't think that should be an issue. You know, I don't believe that as a commission, we don't believe that that should be an issue, especially when you are monitoring the process, you are ensuring that the ballots are intact. Yes, if the seal was broken and all other seals were broken and you saw that the ballots had been tampered with, definitely those ballots will be withdrawn. But you've seen from the police reports that there's no cause for alarm. So, thank you. I'm looking forward to the perfect system that you have. We strive for perfection, if there's any such thing. But you see our efforts on a daily basis to remain above board, to do everything up to global standards, and to try. So you try for perfection. But if we are to run amok because a ballot, the seal of one seal is broken for, and thankfully the seal was found right there on the floor by the bag. Let me help you with the process when the ballots are taken from the printing houses. You know, before when you package them, the parties put their seals on. So you may find 5 or 6 seals or more on the ballot. So yes, if one breaks, you can still find out that how did this happen. But there are other seals. And you know, it's not sent there without the parties. You have the arrangements, you inform them about the timetable for movement. And so they prepare and they accompany the ballot. So we're all on the way, we are watching each other. And they lock the car. You know, they lock it. They are there when the vehicle is locked. So you go there and they're throwing these things there. We are throwing it there. A seal can hit the ground and immediately break. I don't believe that this should take the attention of a nation. Thank you. We'll be with you shortly. I think we want to address the issue of accreditation.
So this is part 1. Part 3, okay. We had 1. Understand. So 3 in 1.
What? You're tired, we know that. But just bear with us. I think we should be with you shortly. I think that accreditation issues mean a lot to you. Yes, so we would have that, we want to address them with you and to assure you that the EC has no intention. And let me get my presentation. Yeah, we told you we are organizing papaya for you. Why would you? In actual fact, we had tried to get our caterer to prepare jollof for you this afternoon. Yeah, but they indicated that it was a bit late. But I believe that the papaya is even better. So don't worry, we'll give you, we are organizing that. So you have to wait a bit because I know they may place the order and everything. But just give me 5 minutes, I'll be back.
Ministry of Roads and Highways, acting through the National Roads Authority, is happy to announce the completion of the Flowerpot interchange. This interchange connects the northern and southern parts of Tema Motorway and is designed to improve traffic flow between East Legon, Spintex and the communities around them. For our safety and smooth use of this beautiful interchange, let us ensure we use it the correct way. From Accra Mall towards the interchange. Towards Major Mahama roundabout, turn right using the right slip road to Burma Camp, Cheado, Cantonments, Gifford and its environs. To Spintex Road 1 and its environs, turn right using the right slip road. Use the second exit at the roundabout in front of Palace Mall onto Spintex Road 1 to East Airport, Regimanuel, Teshi, Lekma Hospital and its environs. To Coca-Cola roundabout, Bachona and its environs, take the second exit at the Flowerpot roundabout. To the Tema Motorway and Community 18 junction, take the third exit at the Flowerpot roundabout. To turn back towards Accra Mall, East Legon Tunnel and Action Chapel, take the fourth exit at the Flowerpot roundabout. From Major Mahama roundabout towards the interchange. To Spintex Road 1 and its environs, use the right service road by the ramp and take the first exit at the roundabout in front of Palace Mall. To access the Flowerpot roundabout, use the right service road by the ramp and take the second exit at the roundabout in front of Palace Mall. To return to Major Mahama roundabout, use the right service road by the ramp and take the third exit at the roundabout in front of Palace Mall. To connect to the Tema Motorway, use the flyover and turn right using the right slip road. To connect to East Legon, use the flyover and stay on the main carriageway. From Coca-Cola roundabout towards the interchange.